Hello everyone, nice to see you again and welcome back. Continue with the creation of our API, the next step is to build our services. In this video, the first of our services will be the file upload service. So, the first thing we are going to do is create a package name services. We create our interface called S3 service. Interface and S3 service. The first method to add is upload file. We add multi-part file and import class. Okay, this method will return a string and receive a multi-part file as a parameter. The multi-part file class from Spring Framework is used to handle files uploaded via HTTP requests. Once we have our abstract method in our interface, we create a new package named IMPL. We create a class called S3 Service IMPL. We add annotation service. We implement IS3 service. The ID will prompt us to implement the methods, and we will do so. Okay. We can work on the implementation of our method. So, the first step is to inject the bin that we created in the previous video. Private final S3Client S3Client. Type auto-weighted annotation. We type public. S3Client S3Client. Okay, we have our constructor. The next step is to add the value bucket name. And we need to add the bucket name property. We copy and we paste. Import class. We add this property. In the method, the next step is to store the name of the file we are uploading in a string. String file name equals multipart file dot get original file name. Then we create an object of type putObjectRequest. As you can see, we use builder dot bucket. We use the name of the bucket name dot key The key is the file name. And finally, we use build. Okay. The put object request class from AWS SDK for Java is used to upload a file to a bucket in Amazon S3. This class encapsulates all necessary information to perform a file upload request to S3. So the next step is to save the put object. Put object request, request body dot from bytes, and multipart file get bytes. We need to type the return. Okay, the return will be a response entity. We can say file plus file name plus uploaded successfully. We need to modify the return. And we need to modify the abstract method. Perfect. The next step is to create a try-catch block. Let me put this code inside. And the last step is to return response entity dot response entity dot status http status dot. Okay, we can add a batch request dot body. We can add file upload file plus e dot get message. Once we have this part, the next step is to create a package name controllers. A new Java class name S3Controller. Okay, we can add REST controller. We need to add request mapping, and we add path. The path will be API. Just API. The next step is to add an auto-wired annotation. IS3 service, IS3 service, and the next step is to create a method, post mapping annotation, The path will be upload. Public response entity string upload file, and we have a request param annotation. Using a multi-part file. Okay, return is3 service dot upload file multi-part file. Import class. Perfect. The next step is to run the project and test our first method. In my case, I will use hopscotch. And run. We have a problem here. We need to check what happened with this bin with S3Config. See what happened with S3Config. Access key. Okay. The problem here is we need to add the entire name of this property. We copy this key and we go to the S3Config and we paste here. The same thing. Oh, sorry. It's in this part. And AWS dot secret access key. Okay. This was a problem since the last video. Sorry for that. We run again. The problem was this part in this name of these properties, right? You need to resolve this part to run the project. Okay. We have the project up. The next step is to check the S3 console. And you can see we don't have any objects in this bucket. We do a test. Localhost colon 8080 slash API slash update. We set this as a post. Okay, let me check that. Upload. The next step is to select multi-part form data. We set a parameter multi-part file, and the value will be this image. This will be the image we use in this example. We select this image for this example, luffy.png, and we send. It's perfect. File luffy.png uploaded successfully. And we check in our console. And we refresh. You can see we have our new file luffy.png. And this is all for today, guys. In the next session, we will see how to download this file. Thank you so much, guys.